Hi friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about understanding for Azure DevOps deployments and approvals. How we can able to see. See in the previous video sessions and all, we have seen only for some couple of things how we can able to some data depends on and even we can able to create some environment some variables user custom variables and all we have seen. And also in the dependency also we saw right how we can able to and also multiple system operating systems how we can implement those are the things we saw but we never seen for any deployment time, right? Depends on what will happen if that particular stage is done, then only we can able to go for next build to deploy, right? But we are not seen any approvals for the build to give. Once it is done, then we can able to approve for next stage for this particular one. Automatically we are stopping, but we should not do like that. But we need to get some approvals, the user approvals, like how we can able to say now I have one stage called build. Okay, the build stage I'm in the present. Okay, in that build stage I want to, once my build is completed and deployed in that particular stage and validation is everything is done and my build is there is no issue, there is no defects, then we need to go for next stage to file stack deployment. Okay, this is the process, and that once it is completed we need to give some approval for dev team. That is the one. Once the dev team is approved, like lead, the dev lead is approved, then we need to go for QA location. The QA is completely done on the Pi stack. In the Pi to stay stack to get for moving purpose, the QA need to give some approval. For that, we need to wait something, right? The member we need to see like how many days it is taking that man. Once he get the approval and he's done the approval, then only need to go for stage. Until and unless that approval is not providing, we need to wait. Like that, we need to specify how we can able to achieve in here. Okay, so before that, we need to click on environment, and we have already seen like if you go for here and if you run this particular pipeline, okay, if you run now, what will happen automatically? It will run without any issue because we know already that particular job is getting for two Linux and the Unix systems are it will run, and once it is got success, then only it will go for anything. Okay, but not like that. We need to wait some deployment and all creations, right? Then how we can able to achieve. Okay, for this I'm going to creating for new upload, new one. Okay, once it is completed, and before that we can able to create for click on environment. This is an environment variables you can able to say, right? This is an environment, you can click for environment. The first time whenever you come into the page, this is your first environment variable you can able to see. Okay, click on environment and you can able to specify what kind of name you want to specify, what kind of name you want, like dev deployment or QA deployment or anything you can able to specify. Okay, now I'm going to specify for QA approval. Just I'm going to mention for QA approval. Anything you can mention dev approval or manager approval. Anything you can name provide for name. Okay, that name we have to copy and paste it into submit. Okay, and choose for this one. You can add the resource later, and if you have the Kubernetes access and everything, you can click for Kubernetes and provide for that particular user Kubernetes one. Or else virtual machine, if you have any virtual machine is already configured, those things also you can able to specify. For me, I'm going to choose for none. Okay, and click it for create. Okay, here we can able to add for resource, and here also there are two sections. Okay, deployments and approval and check. Okay, two things, and here you can able to see the environment is QA approval. Okay, this is the one we need to add. See the name we need to add is this one. If you add this particular name, then we can able to get the approval. Okay, this is the information we need to add in that particular location. Okay, then if you click for add resource, any two of them. Okay, it will ask you for again Kubernetes or virtual. Okay, but if you have those things you can able to use it, otherwise no need. And delete and security and edit. Okay, and here is approval and checklist. and choose for approval and checklist. Okay, and here you can able to add for who is approval deployment member. That person you need to add it, right? You can click on approvals, and here you can add for any one name. Okay, now I'm going to add for my name itself, Lokesh Gorantla 77. Okay, and if you want more people to add, you can add for, and even if you want to add for some group approvals one, you can add for the group approval email ID. It will take it. Okay, create. Now approvals got created. Okay, now again I'm going to pipelines. Now this I'm going to first we need to disable this particular pipeline because it should not be run, and I'm saving this one. Okay, coming back and creating a new pipeline and Git and DevOps master and start pipeline, and here we can able to provide for approval environments and approvals. Okay, this is the name we are going to use. Okay, now the down here, these are the steps of the right. We can able to remove some all the things. We'll start here. So now we can able to go for one by one. Okay, now I'm going to use for stages. In the stage what I can able to use for stage, and the stage what I can able to use build stage. Okay, and here I can use for jobs. Okay, and the jobs again I can provide for icon job. Okay, the job name is build job. Okay, now here again the jobs we can able to specify for steps, and then the steps again I can able to cover for dash echo, and you can specify in do the build because we are going to do for some build. And if you want some stage called QA, or if you want for any other stages, even we can able to cover because we are going to do for after building completion, we need to provide for environment for the approval getting purpose. Okay. For here again, I'm going to use for something called stage. Okay. Stage is dev deploy. Okay. And jobs hyphen job. If you want, you can provide for job or you can able to provide for deployment also. No issue. Deployment job. I'll provide for deployment job. Deployment job that is called dev deploy. Okay, and then we can able to specify for my environment, that is this particular one. Okay, and this member of approval purpose I'm going to mention that is also. Okay, that approvals also mentioned, and even you can able to mention for some steps, and here if you have environment called dev environment, if you create the dev environment, that also you can able to specify that also it will work. Okay, and here strategy. Okay, and the strategy again um, running once and running once, deploy steps, script, echo, deploy to dev. Okay, like this we can able to specify. And now QA approvals I mentioned, right? We can able to specify QA itself also, because one more environment we need to create. That also I will create and again we'll add it. Okay. Now you can see for QA related stuff only here. After completion, this one successfully runs for approval, then we can create for DevOps approvals also one more environment that is called a DevOps approval purpose. Environment approval create and we can able to access that also and we'll check. Okay. Now saving this particular one. Now it is committed. Now see you can two environments got created. One is build and another one is QA deploy. Okay, once this particular deployment is completed, and when we can able to see some waiting for approval for QA, because we have added for one number to approve, right? See, now you can see waiting. Permission to needed. Permissions needed. If you go ahead and click, now you can see Java still is waiting, and even you can able to see for view trace also, it is asking for permit, and you can see granting the permission here. We will promoting it and give it approvals for waiting for the permit. And what is approval? Because I am the name person, that's why I can able to get it. That's why I can able to see this one immediately. And in your case, maybe like if you who is having that approval person, that person you can able to reject and you can able to approve this one, and even you can able to see defer. No need to do know like that also you can able to mention and click on approval. Once it is got approval, see now job is pending. Now it will hit, wait some more time. Now check, one check is passed because that approval, the member is approved. That's why we can able to see one check's passed. Okay. And once you hit, now it is started for machine to command line installation and everything. Okay, like this we can able to create. And if you want to create one more environment, you can come back here and you can able to specify here one more variable called dev approval. Okay, none, and create. Then go to here, approval checks and approval members. And again, here is the member name. And if you can be able to mention for any information, instructor to approval, what kind of things and what are the things you need to check before approving that particular build and all. Everything we can able to mention for the instructions. Okay, this is optional, but you can able to specify here also. Okay, once you create a, how you can see two approvals will so approve got created. I need for dev approval and QA approval time also. See, this is the build got success. Okay, and this is my dev approval name. Okay, this is the name we need to add it. And here I can see this is my second approvals one. Okay, now if you dev approvals also you can provide it, right? Now that moment what will happen? What all approvals we got done, right? Those approvals are the will display here. Okay, now again I'm going to the pipeline, and this is my pipeline, and we can click for edit pipeline. Okay, now coming back to here, and stage, and we have this deployment sections, right? And I'm copying this again and I'm pasting here. Okay, now here I'm going to mention for dev, dev, and here also dev. The name we need to be proper. If you missed out the proper naming convention, then it will not work. Okay. Here we can able to use for dev. Okay. And here is a keyword. Now validate and save. And my pipeline is perfect, no issues. Then I'm saving and clicking for run. Now we can able to see for now two approvals. One is dev approvals and also we can able to see for QA approvals. These are the two things we can able to see. Now we need to wait couple of minutes to complete this particular one. And even if you want to use for that particular operating system location, right? The image location and multiple systems running one I have showed you, right? Like how we can able to pick for Linux and Mac. The similar format you can able to specify, then that automatically it will pick any one job which is free. Now build job is good. Hit it and now see approval is waiting. We can able to click here and we click here and permit and permit. Now approve. Once you got approved and it will start for deployment. And if you go for environment location also it is hitting here. Okay. Now even you can able to go for pipeline location and also there also you can able to see the pipeline is hitting for stages. Now it is waiting for another checklist called QA. And if you come back here, see there is no QA approvals comes to here. And the deployments we can go ahead and see waiting for approval and click on view and review and approve. Once you get the approve, once you provide the approve, then automatically it will start for the job. Okay, like this we can able to do for approvals. N number of deployments you can able to provide, no issue. The pipe to stage and stage to UAT, UAT to prod, and what is the deployment location also, and the unit testing time also. We can able to what are the things we can able to keep it. Everything we can able to keep some approvals. If that member is approved, then only we can able to move for our particular building to next step. Otherwise, we can able to reject. And approved person, you can able to reject or you can able to do for approve or else you can able to do for defer. These are the three options you can able to get. Anything you can able to based upon the requirement and you can able to do it. Okay. This is a simple information. Okay. I hope it this information helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.